Hey guys, welcome to Am I the A-hole? Today we have someone who's worried that they were a bit too much of an a-hole after their friend invaded their personal privacy. Let's get into it. Am I the asshole for canceling plans with my friend after finding out he put a tracker on my phone? Oh my god, who does that? I and my friend are home from college. We went to different high schools, but we were friends through clubs and extracurricular activities. We had a friend group senior year that we both hung out in. The friend group died off, but we've stayed somewhat in touch and see each other a few times each summer for lunch to catch up. Anyways, we were on the phone about 2 weeks ago and made plans to chill, grab pizza, and listen to music. We were Snapchatting old friends and he snapped some of them back through my phone. I don't think much of handing my phone for him to reply. I mean, I've been friends with this guy for a while now and we've hung out, so we're like decently close, I guess. The other day he texted joking about how I need a better sleep schedule since I was up till 4 a.m. I laughed it off and said, yeah, I was up till 6 a.m. studying. I asked how he knew and he just laughed it off and made a joke. I didn't think much of it because I know Instagram and Snap sometimes show when you were last active on the app. Yeah, little did you know. Anyways, today he texted me joking that I need to charge my phone. I was at 2% and was weirded out because how would he know that? Again, he just laughed it off and made a joke. I was like, what the Did you share my location or find my iPhone? He said no and said he'd explain tonight. We had plans to grab food. I was kind of weirded out, but he kept joking. I checked Find My iPhone and locations and nothing is shared. I then realized that on Snap he had ghost mode disabled and shared my location with himself. When I asked him about it, he denied it and didn't admit to it till I sent a screenshot. I expressed how weird that was, but he was joking through it and saying, see you later. I've been ignoring his calls and texts since, and he's spamming apologies. Man, yeah, it's kind of weird. I was talking to one of my friends, our mutual friend, and she was weirded out at first, but laughed it off. She said it's weird, but he was clearly just messing around and I'm being a major asshole for blowing it up when it was totally harmless. And then I was being an asshole for ignoring his calls and apology texts because he clearly didn't mean it since he's panicking that I'm mad. I'm not necessarily mad, I'm just totally weirded out and feel like my privacy has been invaded the past 2 weeks. I don't know how to feel. I don't think you're an asshole at all. I can see it being as kind of like a little bit of a joke, but why would he not make the joke early on and then admit it like right away? I think that would have made it more acceptable. The fact that it went on for 2 weeks, that's like, bro, why? If you just want to make a quick joke that like, haha, I know where you are right now, and then they turn it off and then it's fine. Like, I think that's way more acceptable, but the fact that he left it on, I think he might have taken the joke too far. Oh, and there's an update. I had checked through my phone and my settings last night, and nothing was out of the ordinary. This morning I had a virtual meeting with Apple, and they virtually went through my phone and ran diagnostics on it. Everything came up clean. They had me go to an in-store appointment and still didn't find any malware or mirroring apps or anything like that. They said that since I was around him when he had my phone and he never left the room with it, the chances of him downloading something super advanced would be slim since he would have to hook it up to a physical computer. So it was only the Snapchat thing. Which would also make sense based on the comments, as a few people mentioned, when your location is shared on Snap, the person it's shared with can see when you were last active on the app, and if your battery has under 10%, if it shows your Bitmoji on maps holding a charger or something like that. Well, that's good that it was only on Snapchat, which kind of reinforces the idea that it was meant to be a joke that he took too far. Regarding the guy himself, he hasn't contacted me today. I had mentioned this in a few posts, but I'll add it here too. When I originally caught what he did, he initially said, I'm sorry, please don't hate me, you're making me nervous, followed by multiple pleases and some calls, all ignored. Around the time we were supposed to meet up, he called me a few more times and texted me, hello, a picture of his dog, and I'll pay for lunch. Again, I ignored. I still sort of expected something, like a long text considering he admitted to doing something wrong, i.e. the initial panic and apology, but no. Even if not an apology text, a chance to let him clear the situation, an explanation for his actions, him saying it's a prank, anything. Not even today. A part of me wonders if he's scared to text because he doesn't want to further incriminate himself, hence the calling versus texting, but frankly, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, if you're not willing to talk in person, he kind of has to go to you because he's the one in the wrong and he has to apologize. Which, if it really was just a prank, why isn't he just texting you and saying, hey, sorry, I meant it as a joke? I don't know. Regardless of what he has to say or any reasoning, I can't imagine being in contact with him again after this. Some people brought up the point of how a lot of people have their location public and shared to everyone, but I'm not one of them. And for me, it's a bit deeper than that. It's more so the principle behind his actions. He had an intrusive thought to disable my privacy settings and acted upon those thoughts. Who knows what other intrusive thoughts he may act upon in the future, and what other boundaries he may cross in the process for the sake of a joke. Him proceeding to share my location with himself without my knowledge or consent and kept it going for 2 weeks, but who knows how long he would have kept it on for. I think she has a point, and it seems like based on what she said there, maybe there's a little more going on, or maybe some stuff in the past. Like I said, if it was meant to be a joke, I think doing it quickly, like the same day, I don't know, they don't even seem really that close. But, so, yeah, I mean, he's still in the wrong, and she's totally fair for just leaving the friendship. Advice needed. Oh gosh. I spoke to a friend of mine studying law, and she encouraged me to reach out to the police department if it goes any further. She said for now, keep screenshots in a folder in case you need them later. She advised against actually filing anything right now, unless it gets more serious, because it could slightly hinder my future. I'm applying to a health grad program, and she said that admissions people have access to info like that, so it would be best to wait a few months. And that this info can sometimes make admissions people skeptical to... Okay. Alright, I'm not going to read the rest of this, because I think that's a little too far. I get it. When you first read this, it's like, oh my god, he's trying to keep track of you. That's really weird. But the way he acted, I don't think that's what his intention was. I think his intention was as a joke, because anyone who really wants to keep track of you like that wouldn't make comments about it, and they would keep it to themselves so that they can have the information. Why would they risk losing the information if they're really trying to, like, follow you around like that? It just doesn't make sense. Unless this guy's, like, really bad at being a stalker. I don't know. So I think it's fine if you don't want to talk to him again. It does seem like it was a bad joke gone too far. But, hey, what do you think? Let me know. They're clearly not the asshole. So if you think that, please leave a comment and let me know why in the world you would think that. But yeah, hey. If you like that story, please like the video and subscribe for more Reddit content.